Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Here is a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Wake up, America.
Oh, jeez,
oh gosh.
Wake up, America. What are you?
Because I'm like half asleep.
Wake up, America. Morning.
Morning.
And you see who's here?
Yes.
Lincoln.
No, you see.
Lincoln.
I don't know her name. Oh, Lincoln.
Lincoln, not Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln or Lincoln?
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Like
Lincoln. AKA New Orleans. What? You better behave today. Behave.
You're the
What's
one
her
annoying
name?
me.
What's her name?
Can you go away?
Morning, welcome. Dawn is on vacation. She'll be back, I don't know when. Maybe at the end of the week. Maybe at the end of the month. Who knows? But she's out there probably checking us out. So morning. Hope you're having a good time out west. So the Brew Crew today is talking about very interesting subject matter. But we're not going to touch on that because apparently I'm not allowed.
Oh, that one, yeah.
You were just here, grab a mic. You were just in the conversation.
Was I?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You're the biggest instigator in the lot.
What?
Yes,
No.
yes, I noticed that. I noticed you like to egg her on. But she's so easy to egg
I
on.
like to get a story out of her.
You notice?
Yeah.
I hate all of you. I'm tired.
So what did you guys do this weekend? Anything exciting? Anything happen? Anything?
Well, of course, I told you already. I went with my brother.
Why don't you guys sit over there? That looks silly.
No,
Just say the
I'm right there.
That's okay, we're good.
Is this better for you?
No, I was like half first cut off.
I was just
Go
moving with the
one
camera.
there.
Can you just leave it where it was?
Wait,
Stop
you go to the
moving.
left
You go to the
chair,
left
and
chair.
then you go there.
And you go to that
No,
chair.
yeah.
Okay, is this better?
It's a good thing she's here. I'm gonna tell you something. Look at that. Wow.
shot.
Wow, looking lucky, getting in position.
No, but
It was the most ridiculous.
Oh, morning, Don. How you doing?
Good morning, Dawn.
Yay.
Don, if you're in, call us, and you'll hop in too.
It's funny because he has the phone system on, right?
Yes, it's on.
Okay. All right, so what you do this weekend?
Oh, me and my brother's wife and my brother invited me to go and see Deadpool and Wolverine.
And?
I kid you not, I was dying laughing in the theater.
You think it's a funny movie?
But it's a scary movie.
No, it's funny.
No, it's far from scary. It was the most hilarious Marvel movie I've seen in a long time. And for Deadpool, and so far in the box office, it's doing so good in the box office. So good, like 800 mil already.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's making good money. Have you
I
seen
want to
it?
go see it. No, I want to go see
Please,
it.
you have to go see it.
Go with Fat and Skinny.
No, I'm going with Skinny bowling again. This man loves bowling.
So don't go bowling. Go see the movie.
Where do you go? To the place in
I
Meisner?
don't know. He just
Meisner has a bowling? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
the new
right,
one,
no.
Strike Zone.
he's friends with the people, so he like it's
Bowls for
cheap.
free?
It's like $10 for like 3 hours.
Wow.
That's
So
like
you're a
$100.
cheap
That's a good
date.
deal.
Yeah, you're a cheap date.
Only for the skinny guy. I kind of mixed up.
Hold your
that
mic.
guy.
Hold your mic.
He was like, he actually like took me out to like nice places.
Let's call him thing 1 and 2. Let's not call
I've
him
been doing it the whole
Spanish.
time. You don't listen to me.
He's not bad. He's just thicker. Yeah.
I don't want to get into that conversation. All right, so you're going bowling,
Yeah.
but you don't know when.
No, when
Who wants your relationship, you or the guy?
both.
I don't sound like both.
I just like when they take charge, and he's.
But yeah, but you don't like going bowling, so he's taking charge and you're griping.
No, but he never takes charge. Like last time we went out, he was like, "We'll do whatever you want," and I looked at him. I was like, "This is your date."
You want to go to the movies? Oh, because you want him to pay.
No, because I want him to plan it. I like when they're like in charge. And
So
they-
I'm gonna hook you up. I'm
She
gonna
can't
plan
be
it
like,
out.
let's go to dinner and pick a place. Like,
She
Exactly,
can't.
it's weird.
You never asked a guy out on a date?
No.
You've never? Why?
because I've never.
You should say, yo, come here. You're the lucky first person. You do this line over and over again. You're the first person.
No.
It goes over big. It's a big hit.
No.
Shows a guy you like him. Do you know that 90% of a guy's problems is that he doesn't know if the girl likes him? That's the problem. That's the fear.
I
We live in
told
fear.
him I like
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
so
but a girl
it's not
can
an
be the
issue.
same way.
No, the girl has it all going on. You know, you can pick and choose whoever you want. There's 50 guys in there, 49 of them you can pick and choose who you want to date. But a guy gets all stupid. We start drinking tea and we start drinking stupidity because we're so nervous. We don't know how to act around you. And then with you, the way you are, you're like an ash can. You know what an ash can is? It's like a big bomb.
I'm not a big bomb. I'm like really like trying to like help him.
You intimidate a man. And I'm not saying a boy, I'm saying a man. You intimidate a guy. You really do.
Why?
Hey, because you just seem like you got it all going on when you're like normal. Like,
I think like I don't know. He's not intimidated by me.
yes he is. Tell him today, we're not going bowling, we're going to the movie. See what he tells you. Just
I'm
try
not
it.
saying that. No, because I want to give him a chance. He wants to go bowling. I'll let him go bowling.
How many times
Again?
am I bowling?
No.
How many chances you gonna give
We
this
only
guy?
went once bowling, but that was with the group. We never went like alone. So I'm like, now we're gonna go.
Oh.
Oh, this is a lonely bowl.
So
They're gonna throw their balls lonely.
Until they join a team together
Yeah.
and they're every week.
Oh my god. I used to do that. Not fun.
The
no,
matching
he's gonna like
uniforms.
teach
Don't say the
me.
mic is hot.
My mic?
Yeah.
So lower it. Lower the pot.
Should be fine.
So have you ever asked a guy out to anything and you pay or he pays? Who asks who what?
No.
If he asks you, he pays.
Yeah, I guess.
And you've never paid.
No.
Ever.
But I haven't really been on many dates.
The 2 or 3 that you've been on.
Like, I've never been on a date.
You've never been on a date.
No.
Get
That's
outta
crazy.
here.
It's not like a
you don't,
dating.
maybe you don't consider it a date.
No,
Could
I've
be.
never been to dinner with no.
You kidding
It doesn't
me?
have to be dinner. You could just be like hanging out, like whatever.
McDonald's? Like a bowling alley? Ever gone to the movies with somebody just as friends?
With like a group.
A group? Okay. Why you don't date much?
No.
What are you, a freshman in college?
Yeah, I was a sophomore.
Sophomore? 3 years in and
2 years.
2 years in.
It was gonna be my second year.
Wow, you're very shy. Are you?
Like, no.
She's not shy at all. You particular?
Yeah, I guess so.
She's very particular.
Valid.
You're particular too?
About what?
Women?
In a way, yeah.
Guys? Whatever you're into.
I ain't gay.
I didn't say you were. Just saying it's okay if you are. But are you particular with the people you date?
Oh yeah, I mean, for women, yeah, because of course I try to find like a woman who's like decent too.
Decent.
Isn't
Oh,
everyone?
shoot.
That's the plug.
Oh.
The plug on top is off.
Isn't
Sorry, I didn't
everyone?
know.
I want to say.
You know that? I guess you got somebody chasing you. Look, she's back.
Isn't everyone particular?
No. No. Thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, thing
I'm
4.
particular. I just like a
What?
lot of people.
Yeah, you date a lot of people, it's not particular. You
But
date
I am
nobody,
particular.
that's particular.
I mean, like I have like some things.
I'm not saying you don't have morals. I'm saying there's particular, and then there's people like me. I used to experiment. I went to see a crazy woman with a normal woman, and everything in between. And trust you me, there is crazy, normal, and everything in between.
Okay.
Right. What about you? You date? You're dating, right? You have somebody in your life. How long have you been dating this guy? Hold your mic up.
Use your mic.
Like 8 months.
How's it going?
It's good.
It's good? If you wanted to get rid of him, would you tell him?
Wait, what?
Like, if you didn't want to date him anymore, would you say, listen, we're done? Would you do it? Can you do it?
Yeah, I think I could.
You think you could?
I mean, I've never like done it before.
This is the first time you dated anybody?
Like my first boyfriend.
Is it? How'd you pick him?
I don't know. I liked him the most.
Went to the movies or something? You saw him in the street at the bus stop, gave him a ride, what?
No, we met online actually.
Oh boy.
But like
All right.
we were texting for a while, so.
And how's that going? Good? He has a good sense of humor?
That's
Is he quiet like you? No. I want to meet him. Can I meet him?
Yeah.
Can you bring him here and let me meet him? What's his name?
Zach.
Zach? You think? Big Zach?
Oh my god, someone just opened the door. I was like, I'm waiting
Who's
for him
that?
to walk in.
Oh, God.
Who was it?
Oh, the trouble
It's
crazy.
the troublemaker.
Don't tell me.
The troublemakers. So I went to see Despicable Me. You, me, dumb, whatever.
You, me, everybody.
So I went in there. Do you know it was so packed? It was so packed. I
People
couldn't
love
go.
it.
I couldn't go Friday. I couldn't go Saturday because we were off Friday. I could not go on those 2 days because it was sold out. That they had to put an extra show at midnight at 12:20 on
You
Saturday
went at
night.
midnight to see
You
it?
went at
No, I didn't go.
Oh.
I went at 9:30 on Sunday night.
Wow.
Yeah, don't go to the
Like
movies
yesterday
on
night?
Sundays.
Yeah, that's a weird day.
But do you know how packed it was? So I got to the top row because that's where I go.
And
And
the
I
kids
can't.
were still there at 9:30?
Oh my God! There were kids running around like crazy.
Like
So I
past
got
their
in there.
bedtime.
So I get in there, right? And I can't take out the shaker and I can't have the booze and nothing because, you know, there are kids around, right? So
Yeah.
I really,
don't know.
I'm very depressed. So I snuck in some. What did I sneak in? I snuck in
Oh,
What?
sorry, I can't say the.
S
I like
word.
your hair, dude.
He's copying G-Man.
So
So
you took the braids out.
That was just whoa.
No, I just like was not expecting it whatsoever, but like I like it.
Yeah, I'm getting it fixed on Friday.
Nice.
So I snuck in food like I always do. Oh no, I didn't. I ordered food, chicken fingers. And there's this little girl next to me, and she's telling her father. He was in the middle of two little kids of his, and she kept telling Dad, "When's the movie gonna start, Dad? When's it gonna start? When's it gonna start, Dad? When's it?" It's like that in a car ride when the kids go, "Are we there yet?"
Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Are we there yet?
So that's what was running through my mind. This child saying, "When's it gonna start?" So he says, "Honey, it's gonna start soon." Now, mind you, they give you what, 20 minutes of.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I went to the movies to see Despicable
Despicable
Me 4.
Oh, is it good?
He slept through it. He slept through it.
But anyway, the little girl next to me entertained me because she was telling what the movie was about.
Mm.
You didn't know what it was about?
Isn't that lovely?
Dude, I sat behind yesterday on my way home. By the way, my flight got delayed like so long. Anyway, on my way home yesterday, there were these two little kids. There couldn't be like the youngest kid was probably like 7 or 6, and the oldest kid couldn't have been older than 9. And like I'm like they're we're like delayed, and the lady at the front desk is like, "Oh, like guys, we're gonna be like a little bit longer," and the kid's like. He's like, "Why can't we just like go on?" And the dad's like the kid's just like being rude to like the attendant or whatever, and the dad's like not doing anything, and I'm just like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Can you tell the kid to shut up?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, that's kind of embarrassing. Like, whatever. So we get on the plane, and like, the two kids like sit in the like second row of first class. They're like this big, bro. They're this big. They like each have one seat. The dad sits on the other side the whole time, bro. Like, cause we were on the plane forever on the tarmac before it took off. So I was like, my mom was like up by like the 12th row, which is like a few back from like the divider between first class and like economy. And so I'm like talking to her, and these kids, bro, they had like 2 iPads, 2 Nintendo Switches, like they had like pizza rolls ready made for them in ceramic bowls. Like the kids like, oh dad, like he tries to hand his dad like his iPad, and it like falls like next to his foot, and instead of like picking it up and giving it to him, the kid's like, Dad, like, and he's like pointing at it, and the dad gets up and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, bro, you're like, no,
poor
it's
dad, bro.
No, not the poor dad. The dad taught him to be like that. He didn't reprimand them one time.
Yeah, like, hey, his fault.
No,
Yeah,
but like
it's
he's
his
like
fault.
their
It's
his fault.
slave, bro.
No, dude,
No.
he should have taught them as they were growing up, yo, don't just tell me to do something and I'll do it for you. Like,
Exactly.
I'll teach you how to do this by yourself. Like, pick up your iPad from the ground.
Exactly.
Like,
Bro,
I was like,
I
that
would've
was
let it
pissing me
stay.
off. Like,
My gosh.
I was just like, at first I felt bad for the dad, and then when I realized the dad wasn't doing anything about it, I was like, oh, I don't feel bad.
Where was the mom?
The mom?
Because I'm dying to know about her.
So they get on. They have, I guess they must have gotten upgraded or something, because it was like the 2 kids in first class, the dad and the mom goes all the way back, and I was like, no way.
All the way to economy?
So he put
In the back, and I was like,
He
wait,
put
wait,
the
wait,
gr-
wait, wait,
and he
hold on,
put
hold
his
on.
wife in the back.
Yeah, he
so
should
I was like,
have.
that's what I said. I was
Hold on,
like,
hold on.
the wife should be with the kids. Like, at least let
Yes.
your wife sit in first class, you sit in the back. And
Yeah.
like, I get the kids, you don't want to have the kids sit alone or whatever, that makes sense. So sit them in first class, if you have 3 upgrades, whatever. But like, let your wife sit with the kids, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Bro.
So he sat and the wife went to the back?
He sat
Yeah,
in
that's
first
so
class,
bad.
Went back, like to the back of
You don't
the-
understand the reasoning.
I almost like drank from
Do
my
you know
mouth.
why? Because she don't want to
doesn't
be
wanna
around her
sit with the
kids either.
Yeah.
She don't want to be up
No,
there.
They were both like the kid was like asking the flight attendant the flight attendant's like, oh, we're gonna be like a little bit longer, like whatever, and the kid's like, why, and the dad's like laughs and like tries to appease the kid, but he doesn't tell him like, hey, don't say that, like don't like be rude. He's just like laughs, and the kids are just like yelling at each other, like not yelling, like talking very, very loud in the cabin, and the dad's just like doesn't care, like
Wow.
oh my
I
god.
think he was
I
just
I was
over
just
it
like,
at
oh
that
my
point.
Nah, still either way, man.
Bro, those
Still
are your
either way.
kids, bro. What do you mean you're over it?
Exactly.
You have the next 20 years to take care of them, bro. Like,
Bro, he better fix them up now, because if they're like that for the rest of their lives.
That's what I was thinking,
Yeah.
Oh boy.
but they each had like one, like
It's, like,
2
too late.
devices each, bro. Like pizza rolls, pre-made, like
Bro,
they were living the life, bro. First class. They had 4 screens going at the same time. You had like this Nintendo Switch, this iPad, and then like
Gosh.
the plain screen was like on in front. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, that was my experience yesterday.
You must have fun. What time did you get in?
Dude, oh my god. Our flight was supposed to be at 3:30. We didn't take off until like 7:30 or something like that. And then like we got in and they were like, oh, we're gonna be experiencing like some turbulence because of the weather on the west side. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna die. And then it took us forever to land. So we didn't get in until like probably like 11:30.
Well, now they all shut down because the eye is right next to Gainesville. So all the turbulence getting over this thing, I hear, is so high up. They had to fly around. It's just not worth it. Not worth
Well, it,
Bro, I hate it.
I don't like, I like going places, but I don't like sitting on the plane.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's like,
That's everyone. No one likes sitting on a plane.
Some people
No.
enjoy planes.
well, I don't for 2 reasons.
That's
One,
gross.
not living, obviously. And the second reason was while going to see my brother upstate, we were coming home. It was like we had turbulence. I kid you not. For some reason, like the plane just fell.
Oh my
It,
god.
like it fell for a good like 3 seconds. I was like, I believe I was gonna die, man. I was like, oh shoot.
The plane
And-
dipped.
Yes.
Like your stomach drift.
That
Yes,
reminds me.
and worst of all, my dad was under, and he hates planes.
Oh, yeah?
He hates planes like crazy. So I was very proud of him to be able to go on then to go see my brother. But going home, it was terrifying.
Oh,
for
he was like
seeing him.
freaking out.
No. He was calm about it recently, but after I got up, he was. Yeah,
He was like, thank God we're off the plane.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Bro, I'll go on if I have to. Like if I'm.
You'd prefer to like drive long than
Yes. Yes.
fly. My aunt's like that.
I don't
My
like
aunt lives in
flying either.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
She'll drive down here every time. She never.
I
flies.
don't know about that. I
That's
don't.
2 days, bro.
I don't mind being driven.
No, honestly,
No,
I
I
had this
don't
conversation with my
driving.
mom yesterday. I
Driving.
like driving when I'm going far because I feel like I'm making progress as opposed to like sitting in the passenger seat.
And then
I'm
you're
just
just
like,
bored,
oh
yeah.
my
So if I hire you,
God.
you'll drive me to California?
Listen, I don't know about that. For California,
Oh no.
get a plane.
Oh no.
I hate planes.
Really? You hate
I
planes
hate
too?
You would be driven all the way to California. Like,
Dude,
Yeah.
that would take
How
at
long
least
does
a
it
week.
I want to take a train.
At
No, it
least a
takes like
week.
3 days.
No.
It does.
Dude, it takes like 9 hours just to get to the top of Florida. There's no way it takes 3
Yeah.
days to get to California.
Maybe 4 days. I gotta look it up. I like taking trains. I would like to take a
Oh, yeah.
train to
You
California.
can take like the Bright Line, like all the way. Does it go to Orlando yet or no?
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
it's
Wait,
Orlando.
how about
So
Amtrak?
sick.
Can you do
Yeah,
Amtrak up from here
I,
to-
you can. You just have to change
That
trains.
ticket's so expensive though.
That's
yeah,
the other
like,
problem.
even to Miami, it's like $30.
Yeah.
My God.
From here,
It's the same.
Yeah, like if you're with
From
2
here to
people,
Miami,
you might as
yeah.
well.
from
Uber.
here to Orlando is 90.
That makes
Are you
sense.
serious?
Well,
90's not
honestly, that's
bad.
not
We
as
have
bad as
it-
I thought. That's
But
like
you can
far.
get like
That's
airplane
far.
for less than that. You can get an airplane for like $35.
But we actually sell. We
From
actually.
here to Orlando?
We
How-
actually.
How long is that
Spirit,
flight?
bro.
Like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
But then you
But then
pay
you
to
can't take
like
your stuff.
choose your seat, and you pay to like bring a
Yeah,
carry-on,
sure.
which is standard on
they
every
give
other
you
airline.
They give
Yeah.
you the carry-on on Spirit.
No, they give you
No,
like,
they
a
do not.
backpack.
Spirit.
They give
They
you a
don't give you
backpack.
ca-
They don't
Exactly,
give you like
but
a.
that's like carry-on. It's the same thing.
Okay, but if
You
I'm
can
going
take a
somewhere,
carry-on.
like I can't pack in a backpack worth of stuff. I mean, it depends
Yeah,
on
I
where
need,
I'm
like,
going.
the
If I'm going for
suitcase.
longer than like 3 days, like I need a little bag.
No, like you can take like a carry-on, like a.
No, you
real,
have to
like,
pay for it.
No, not on Spirit.
Yeah.
No,
No, I'm
I've
100%
flown
sure.
Spirit,
I
like,
just-
5 times.
I like my flight that I'm taking like this week. I almost booked a Spirit flight, and then once I did all like the add-ons and stuff, it was the same as like Delta. And I was like,
So
oh,
then I just go to Delta.
Just do Delta.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Round
wanna, like,
trip.
deal with Spirit.
Round trip from Miami to Orlando is $96.
Nowadays.
Round trip.
I'd rather
It's not
take
too
the
bad.
train
It's
than
like
fly though. 'cause
cheap.
You have to go through like security.
That's
like,
through Spirit.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all.
I love Spirit. I'm a Spirit. Like.
Is
Groupie.
that not bad? You're not going far.
I just go on JetBlue.
It's not bad.
JetBlue is probably $139.
Exactly, bruh.
JetBlue used to be
expensive
cheap,
and
and now
It was
it's
I used to
expensive.
go to Florida for $45.
We used to only fly JetBlue, and when I was younger, my mom loved JetBlue, especially because when we were young, like, you know, the TVs, they had like cable TV on there, and they
Oh,
were like
yeah.
the first airline, so like, it was just like, yo, like, watch the TV, shut up, like, and we were like, okay.
Now let me ask you the biggest problem. We're gonna take a commercial break, but what's the biggest problem on a plane? Have you noticed everybody that comes back from somewhere always gets COVID?
True.
Now when you were on the
Don't say
plane, was
that, bro.
anybody? I'm telling you, it shows 80% of people on planes that come back they get sick.
80?
So Bonnie, I
Right.
just saw on Facebook that Bonnie went to Colorado. She came back, she's sick.
Really?
A few other friends that I have came back from their flights, and they get sick. Were you sitting in the tarmac for a long time before it took
So
off?
we were sitting in that terminal for a while, and then when we got on the tarmac, it was like at least another hour and a half.
That's the problem right there. So if I were you, I would take like some meds and some
Yeah, wear a mask,
stuff.
get some meds in you, get some.
Yeah, because the problem isn't flying. The problem is the tarmac because everything breaks down to a half. The air conditioning, everything.
Oh my god, dude, there was like I think it was the AC like dripping from like the top of the seat. Like, the guy next to me has like it drops on him, and he like looks up and and it's raining out, right? And I'm like, and he like looks at me, and I'm like, I hope that's not like the rain. And he just like laughed. He was like, yeah, I hope not, like whatever. And I think it was just the AC like too cold and dripping down.
Are you driving back to New Orleans or are you taking a
No,
plane?
flying.
You taking a plane?
Yeah.
Far to drive.
It's 3 hours.
3?
From
Bro,
where?
no,
From where?
you're
It's 3 hours to
delusional.
Like
Orlando.
12.
It's insane.
12 hours?
Like when I live in a house, I'll drive up so I can bring up some more stuff. But like right now, it's more worth it to fly.
You bring your car up there or no?
Nah,
Yeah.
No car?
Mm.
How do you get
I don't
around?
have a car either.
I don't have a car anymore.
You what?
My car like lease came up.
Right.
Oh
so
yeah, we talked
also-
about that. Yeah.
So how you gonna get around? Friends? Uber.
Damn.
Or walk.
You know, I keep thinking that Uber is like a cab ride in New York, where it costs you $20, $25.
It depends where you are. Some like in Madison, Ubers are like so cheap. Like so cheap.
$8?
Dude, yeah. Like you
Yeah,
get
there's-
30 minutes for $7.50. Like,
And do you
really?
tip
Wow.
somebody on $7.50?
That's
What?
cheap.
What do you tip them?
Oh, I'll tip them 20%. Like I always tip my.
You're gonna
Uber
give them
driver-
$1.40?
Like
Well,
$2.
dude, I'm not gonna tip you $7 for a $7 ride.
So you're gonna say, here's a $10 bill, give me back 45 cents?
No, it goes to the app, bro. It says I pick that.
Or
10%.
the app, okay.
Yeah.
And you gotta give them the stars?
Yeah, I never give below 5 stars unless like you actually like messed up bad. Like, if you like, one time I had an Uber driver who had a big dog in the back and it smelled, and I was just like, oh my god, bro, like.
A big
4
dog.
stars. Big dog.
I would have said, you know
I
what?
wouldn't even
No.
agree, bro.
What, that's a
You know-
share ride thing?
Nah, like, it's his dog just in the car.
The guy's dog was in the car.
I was like, bro, like this dog's
Did you
big.
do an Uber
like,
pet?
What?
Was it an Uber pet?
Nah.
Just
like,
an Uber pet?
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
So you can take your pet.
I sit in and there's a pet in it, like a snake or something. I shoot it.
Well, like it means like so that you could take your dog. Like there's Uber Assist.
But
Uber
this
pet.
was the driver's pet. If St. Bernard in the car that smelled like death. I would have told the guy, yo, bro, send me another Uber, cause you
my mom,
stink.
it was on the way to the airport. My mom, she was like,
to the
she
airport.
gets in, she's like, I was like,
And you didn't say
just
nothing?
deal with it, Mom. Like,
You didn't say nothing?
dude, I'm not the type to say something about that.
Really?
So let me get this, in a
You
restaurant,
didn't say anything?
if your entree in a restaurant is frozen, do you send it back?
Yes.
If
Yeah, it's my food.
Frozen,
Of
yeah.
course.
And if it's bad?
If it's frozen, I'll look at my mom and be like, Mom, it's frozen. and she'll be like, excuse me, like.
You
What if
think
you-
your mom do it? You won't do
Dude,
it.
no,
I'm not
I
like
hate
that.
being rude, bro. I hate being rude.
I
So,
love
so
it.
hold it,
Be
hold
nice
it.
about it. Like,
Being
oh,
rude
sorry.
is like the worst thing.
Not
So wait a minute, so you,
No. Being rude because your food is
Wait a
rude.
minute.
No, I understand that. Like,
I'm
if
just
my
really
food's like
picky about
bad,
food.
it's not rude to send it back.
What
I-
if-
Yeah.
But like the idea of like coming off the wrong way is just like I don't like it.
but what if you
Yeah.
pick
You
the
don't come off
restaurant?
the right way. You do
Hold
it
on.
in a nice way.
You pick
like,
the
course,
you
but-
pick the restaurant for this date, and you blew it up like it was Spencer is. It's a nice restaurant, blah, blah,
Aw.
and the food
Oh, dude, if it was
sucks.
the first date, there's no way I'm sending it back.
Really.
Because
What?
then,
Yeah, the girl will
Because then
judge
the
you
girl's gonna
kinda.
be like, oh my god, this guy, like, such
Yeah.
a snob.
No, I would hate it if the food comes bad and I'm on a date and we both know the food is bad and you say nothing and you're gonna make me go and say something. You're done. I don't like that.
You gotta
No,
say
but if a guy was
something.
rude to the waiter,
If,
Not
if,
rude,
if the
but
girl's
like-
food is bad, then I'll say something. If just my food is bad, there's no way I'm saying anything.
Really.
No chance, bro. I'm not risking the.
Yeah, that's
Because
You
if
don't
I'm on
share
a date with
food?
a girl and I don't know if your food is bad, right? You're eating it. I'm not eating it. Like if she goes, excuse
You
me,
don't
like,
share.
like this isn't like very good. I'd be like, okay.
Really?
That's how I would react. So I'd expect the same from like. the
I
other
feel
side.
like you would react like that. I wouldn't. I'd be
I
impressed.
guess
I'll be like, yes, fix your food.
Well, the
I
first
like
thing,
that.
the
Like,
first
I'm
thing you
like,
gotta
oh.
do is if it's a paper tablecloth, you take a pen with you to the restaurant and you ask the waiter's name.
What restaurant has a paper
Yeah,
tablecloth?
what restaurant
Aside
are you
from
going
Macaroni
to?
Grill, like,
Yeah,
oh,
like.
where are you going?
There's a few of them that I go to.
Paper?
Yeah, it's like a
They
white
give you
paper.
crayons, too?
They give you crayons if you have a kid. But if not, you take a napkin and you put the person's name on it so that the waiter can see that you're writing the name. Now, when you do that, the whole thing changes. Everything about your restaurant experience is going to change.
I recognize what you're like remembering the waiter's name.
If you
Yeah.
do that, but if you write it, you can tell the guy, listen, I don't like this, bring me something else. And the waiter's going to say, absolutely.
Yeah.
It always
But you
works.
can do that with anyone. You don't have to write the name. You could just be like,
He's
this
saying like
food
when you
isn't
remember
so
somebody's
good. Can
name,
you
it like
please
means
change it
more to them
out?
because like they're serving a million people a day who like don't care what their name is. So like if you're like this guy's name is Steven or something, you're like, yo Steven, like instead of being like, excuse me, like can you send this back, being like Steven, like remembering somebody's name is like big. Like if you met somebody for the first time and they remembered your name,
They don't have a name tag.
sometimes they don't.
But the object of the game isn't the name tag. The object of the game is to warrant behavior about if you got to send it back.
In a nice way. It's just like if my food is
You,
bad,
in a nice way,
yes, I'm like,
you see that?
I say it in a nice way. I'm not
Show me
rude.
how you say it. You had something that has escargot in it, and you didn't
I'd be like,
order
I'm
it.
so sorry to
Snails.
do this.
It has snails. Okay,
That's
what would you
gross.
say?
Why would you
Right,
do
what would you
that?
say? So I'm the waiter, what would you tell me? And there it is.
Sorry, wait. Okay, I'm thinking about it because
Hold your
I
mic
would
still.
never
You're making me
see-
seasick.
Who has snails in their plate? That's weird.
That's
Okay.
called escargot. So tell me, what would you say?
Excuse me, waiter. I don't know his name. I'll be like,
See,
this.
you
Hold the
food-
mic.
The food has snails in it. Can you like change it? And then the dude's gonna be like, yeah, no problem. And then you're like, thank you. Have a great day.
The dude is going to say, wait a minute, madam, you ordered these snails.
No.
Or it comes with this.
I would never.
Or it
Okay.
comes with it, you didn't say to take it out, so now you own them.
Oh, so then I'll be like, oh, I didn't know it came with it. Can I order something else?
So if you made that mistake and they were like, okay, well we still have to charge you, but we'll give you something else, are you gonna freak out? Are you gonna be like, okay,
no.
that's my
if
fault?
They, no, it's, then if I'll be like, okay, yeah, charge me for this and something else, but I'm not gonna eat it because I don't want
$60
snails.
Well, they're not going to charge you twice. They'll say, well, 9 out of 10 times I'll replace it. The worst one is you're on a date and she doesn't like something. and she turns into a snob. That would embarrass you because she'll
I
say,
walk out.
this wine is not 1812. This wine is very dry.
I'm not
But
at
no
an age
one's
where that
like
would
that.
ever happen. And if it did, I'd be like, you are special. Like, wow.
You're
no one's
entering the
like
Twilight
that.
Zone, my friend.
Dude,
But no
I'm
one's like that.
I would just suck it up and drink the
in 2
wine,
weeks,
like-
bro. I'm not in the
You would just
Twilight
drink
Zone.
it?
Yeah.
Still on the up.
You would, wait a minute.
I'll do the SpongeBob meme. Like, all right,
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
She won't complain. You won't complain at all if you don't like it.
If I order the bottle of wine, like, and it's bad, like,
You're gonna drink it anyway.
yeah.
See?
Really?
Same thought
no.
process.
Wow.
No, I'm not like that. If
Like,
I'm
I had a
gonna
bad
get it,
drink
I'm
once at a
paying
restaurant,
for
like, I
it.
just
I
drank
want
it.
it to be
Laura?
good.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like unless it's like, I don't know, there's like a bug in there, you know, I'll be like,
Yeah.
excuse me, but like if I pick
Like,
the
wine's
food
wine. Like,
and I don't like it, I'm not gonna be like, hey, I don't like it, you know,
Yeah.
or
Because you chose it.
yeah.
What if you get a delivery? And
unless they messed it up.
This happened to me. This is a true story. And there's a roach in it. Like
Well,
I
yeah,
ordered a
that's disgusting.
No, that
pasta.
didn't happen.
I swear to God.
Wait, that
There was
happened.
a roach in it, so I called the guy. His name was Frank. I'll never forget
Or
this.
was it laying on top?
No, I started to eat him. Stop! You're making me ill. So the guy comes running, and he sees the roaches there,
Bro.
and he says, "Here's your money back." I says, "Bro, I don't want the money back. I want food."
No, if I saw a roach in my food at a restaurant, give me my money back, I'm leaving. There's no way.
No,
I'm getting
this
something
was
else.
delivered at the house, which is even worse. Because I ended up getting no food.
Yeah,
I
I
only got half the money back.
What?
Half, because he says, "How do I know you didn't put that in there?" I says, "Because I wouldn't have called you." So we got into a big argument. That's why Linda hates to order food in because of that. You don't know how they made it. You don't know
Linda?
somebody I live with. If something falls on the floor, you pick it up.
He's always bothering about my stuff. Bro, who's Linda?
Everybody
He's been
knows
around
Linda.
since before you.
What's the
He's
matter with
been
you?
around forever.
He never talks about
How long
her.
have you guys been together? 3 years?
How long have you guys
13
been
years.
together?
13 years, not
Wow.
3 years. 13 years.
Wow, and you're loyal?
I'm not like you. I don't have to 1, 2, 3, 4. Very loyal.
Have you ever messed up, like, when you're on a date and, like, said something that the other guy, like, oh, like, you surf and it's, like, a different guy?
No.
Like, you know exactly, like, each one of
No,
them?
they're very
You
different.
forgot who the guy was?
They're
That's
very
what I'm
different.
asking for her,
And
like-
if you mess up, they don't catch it. They're
How
so
do you
stupid.
mess up?
Even-
How do you mess up a date? You call him by the other name. Thing 1, you call him thing 2, and back and forth.
No, not the other name. That would
If
be
she
so
was like,
bad.
oh, like, last time we talked about how you love, like,
Oh.
cake, and he's like, I hate
Oh.
cake.
No, it's just
that's
they're
cold.
so.
Oh.
No, it's just they're so different. I would never. Also, like I'm done with the other one. So it's not.
No, she's saying when you're dating the two. So when you're the player and you
when
sort of
I'm
mistake
dating two
it
people.
Yeah.
No, I don't mess up.
at all, ever.
And if I do, I just play it off. You're fine. You just are calm with it. They'll never notice. Like.
What kind of
I
IQ do you
just
date?
talk.
Jeez Louise, they don't even know.
Smart. They're just like so nervous and in their head that they don't notice anyway.
So you like
just
to
distract them.
distract
I
guys.
think you're kind of mean, bro.
She's intimidating. So you're gonna date me? Let me tell you how this is gonna go down. Is that what you do?
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
She's intimidating.
Bro, I'm zero now.
She knows what she wants.
I'm just honest. Like if I don't like something, I'm gonna tell you. Like stop doing that. That's nasty. Like.
It's funny. Guys that date her, after they date her, they have a twitch or something. They come out with a twitch, you know?
They don't come with
Bro.
a twitch.
Like, if he did something he always does, you're really gonna say, like, oh, like, ew, what are you doing?
If it's something that's actually grossing me out and giving me the ick, yeah, I'm gonna tell them. Like.
Dude,
don't
nothing
do that.
pisses me
That
off
gives
more than
the
people
ick.
talking about the ick, bro. That thing is that's the
Not
dumbest
the
thing
ick,
that's
fine.
ever become like
That thing
a
is
thing.
nasty.
The what?
It's
The
just
ick.
easier.
Okay, so it's this
ick.
thing that girls talk about that's like when a guy does something that like isn't necessarily disgusting but just like weirds them out or like grosses them out. It's called like giving them the ick. So like there's like a lot of stuff on TikTok about like
Of course.
guys doing something and the girl's like, oh my god, they gave me the ick. Like
So they go to the bathroom in a group to talk about the
no,
ick?
they just like they'll post about it. Like it's just like it's
They
like this
post it.
It's just like
There's
this
like a
thing. It's like,
list.
oh, I got the ick from like this thing he did, even though he might not even realize he did anything.
Are
It's
you
not,
serious?
It's not like from like, oh, he was like picking his nose. That's so gross. It's like, oh, he like, it's like something stupid that you would never think of, but they like determine it weird, and then it's like, bro, like.
And they write about it in public?
Yeah.
Why?
Bro, everything's on
Everything's
social
on
media
social
now.
You do
Yeah.
that?
No, there's some.
So why are you
No.
agreeing? Yeah.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah, because there's like some really stupid people that are like, oh, I don't like the way he runs. You know?
Yeah.
Like, stuff.
I don't care
Yes.
about stuff
I don't like the way
that.
he runs.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Hold up
I'm
your
talking
mic,
about, like,
otherwise you
actually,
can't hear
like nasty things. Like I don't know, like he's into
There's
like
degrees of ick?
weird things.
There's degrees of ick?
Oh yeah.
What?
No, like it has. Like I'm not like that picky. Like I don't care how you run or like what you look like so much. It's more like if you're like personality.
We're talking about
you do
ick.
something that like is kind of nasty.
know.
Like I don't know. Like if he's like rude to someone or like we were at a like we went and there was a concert and like full of people and like I was like walking around and like kind of getting lost. So like I would have liked him to like protect me and like grab me or whatever. So I was like, okay. Like
So why don't you grab him?
because I'm not doing that. He's the
There's an
guy.
ick.
Just be like,
Can
wait,
I
hold
write
up.
she has icky behavior on social media? That's kind of bad.
No.
No, they don't say it about someone. It's, like
It's
in
not,
general. Like they don't
like,
put the
in
name.
general.
Most of the time, it's like they talk to their friends about it, but like the reason it's so popular is because people post about it on TikTok.
That's horrible.
Dude, I think like I hate that. Like that people post their
But you
lives
don't
on
have
TikTok.
things you
It's
find like if you go out with a girl and like she's kind of gross. Like I don't know, she like
respectfully, if I went out with a girl and she's kind of gross, I wouldn't go back and be like, this girl's so. I'd be like, okay, I just won't go out with her again. Like it's not. I'm not like the type to go and slander somebody because I didn't find them attractive or like.
But do
my
your
type.
friends do that?
Sometimes, but like to be honest, like I think I was having this conversation with one of my like girlfriends the other day, and she was saying like how girls talk about everything.
Yeah,
with
we
guys,
do.
every detail. Guys, like at least in my own experience, like me and my friends, like if I like went out with a girl, I'd say so, but I would never like speak specifically about like what
really
happened.
like you don't give details.
Dude, no way,
My
bro. That's
friends
my
ask
business.
for
I don't want my
details.
friends to
They're
know
like
that.
crazy.
Guys don't do that.
Dude, that's my
We
business.
don't
bro.
group up and say, yo, you know, she has hair on her chin. I mean, nothing like that takes place. We don't talk about.
Really? We talk about everything. Like me and my
know.
friends talk about everything. Like I know every detail of the guys they're with. Like
Yeah,
I can
know.
like
It's the worst.
like it's so
That's
funny.
horrible.
Because
That's
then
why
when I
dating
meet
within
them,
your
it's
circle
so
is like the
fun.
most horrible thing ever because if it doesn't work out, then everybody you
They know
knows
your
about you.
business.
Everything.
They know everything about you. They know about your armpits to other parts. That's true. My sister told me
It
that.
is true. It is true. They
She-
tell you
Yeah.
My sister told me that. My sister was telling me stuff about me that I didn't even know. I said, really? I can't even see that.
Hey, yo.
Ew, gross.
But it's true. Women are funky.
We
Yo,
just
hey,
like
yo.
talking, cause then we discuss if it's like normal or like we should stay or like what to do.
Example, something like this. So I'm hearing all y'all talk about like how. Oh, thank you again. how how guys are different. Guys and girls are different. Bro, look at this meme that I found, which is kind of similar to what we're talking about. Like, look at this.
The hell? Star Wars?
It's like a meme that's like girls are always like, oh my god, he's like doing something. Like I don't know if that's true, but it's like a joke on the internet. It's like
Yeah.
girls are always like, oh my god, I wonder what he's doing when he's not with me.
You gotta go over there because you can't be seen there. Yep, you gotta go over there.
Oh, don't go on the camera. Don't go on the camera. Don't go on the camera.
Oh, you can.
Why?
Oh, right. I forgot.
Um,
Oh, I'm done.
but it's true. It's funny because you break up with somebody, and everybody knows. All the girls know your business.
Yep.
So never date a girl close to home because then everybody knows.
Unless you're sure, like, okay, this is gonna work out, or like, it's like I can't like sometimes there's a situation where it's like, okay, like, am I really just gonna like be friends with you this whole time and like not say anything? So it's like, all right, in that situation, like, sure, but as a general rule of thumb, like, keep out.
But you
of
know,
your
you can't
circle.
control yourself. You see somebody, you find that person
Yeah, if you have
attractive.
feelings for somebody, obviously it's like, you know, you
Yeah,
have to say something,
absolutely.
but like, if you can help it, don't catch feelings for any of your friends, like, because
That's interesting.
And would you ever date?
it's a bad move.
Would you ever
Yeah.
date an ex? Like your friend goes out with somebody, will you ever date her?
It depends how serious it was. Like, if I am like in love with that girl, like,
What if you
I
were
hope my
always?
friend respects me enough to be like, okay.
What if
like,
you were always in love with that girl? You didn't tell him.
See, then that's my fault. I should have said something.
What
I
are
should
you
have been
gonna say?
honest with my friend.
Why?
Maybe not while they were dating, but after the fact. Or maybe before the fact. Like, if my friend's dating somebody who I'm in love with, like, first of all, like, probably not be friends with that person just because, like, that's too hard. Like, but also, like, that's my fault if I can't make my feelings clear, bro. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
You would
Yeah,
date? Well, you do.
What do you
Yeah, you date friends of friends. exes?
It's just,
You even ask permission. He says, can I date your friend?
Yeah, I ask. If I want to.
Can't
yeah.
do that because it just reminds me I be kissing him while I'm kissing
See,
her.
that's just the wrong way to think about it.
No,
Just the way
because
it was.
listen, she never like dated him. It was a first date. They like had one conversation. It's not like that. Like if they dated for a long time.
You don't
and
know
then
what went on
they
behind
had
the doors.
feelings.
You don't know what went on.
I was there the whole time they met.
Yeah, but there was
I
other
was on
times
the
you
date.
weren't there. They
No, that was the first
they
one.
might have met this.
No, that was the first time. So it was just a conversation at a Starbucks. I was like, okay, like chill. It's not like, no, but if like they were like dating a long time,
Would you date an ex-friend? A friend of yours ex?
a friend of mine's ex.
Yeah, that they were dating a long time.
I think the best.
If my friend no longer cared and was like, yeah, you
that's
could
a
I
have
think
him.
it's
They
one of
also
those
probably
where it's like,
broke
if
up.
I wanted to date one of my friend's exes, I respect my friends enough to be like, listen, I like your ex-girlfriend, whatever. Like,
That's
but
awful.
at the same time, like, if my friend was like,
No.
no, I'd be like,
Okay.
sorry, like,
Yeah.
I respect you enough to tell you, like, I hope you respect me enough to not care. Or if you do care, at least let me, like,
Really?
give it a go. Yeah,
If your
you-
friend
dude,
said
that
no,
person-
you
I'm
would
sorry,
still do
nobody-
it.
Unless you're with somebody, you can't own, like, you can't claim someone. That's ridiculous.
No,
Like,
no.
no, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, what if that person's the love of my life?
What
and you're
about
just
bro-
stopping me because you dated them for 3
What
months?
about bros before, you know?
No, but like
Of
if
course,
like,
that's why I'm
he's
talking to
like
him
has
first.
feelings
Yeah, but
for her
you're
still.
saying he's intruding. He's telling
Dude,
you.
if it was the
intruding.
other way around, if I dated a girl and my friend was genuinely like
You
her
wouldn't
and
care?
No, I would care. But if he came to me and was like, "Listen, like, I like your ex-girlfriend a lot. She likes me. I want to take her out." I'd be like, "Who am I to say that you can't do that?" Like, I'm
Yeah,
not
but would
dating
you
her
stay
I
anymore.
would never
friends?
say yes. I would be like, no, you're not going.
I think that's like,
Territorial. I
Girls
don't
are-
like that.
girls
I'm
are-
like, you're not touching them.
What was that?
No way.
you're like not with them anymore. So
Hold
it's
on.
like,
Why was that?
Girls care more. Guys don't care.
No, I care. I care. It's just like, it's not my place to tell you you can't date somebody who I'm not with. Like,
No, but me too.
But
Though I
that's,
also
like,
think that
Your
way.
friend.
What would you do? You tell your friend, don't do it, or you tell him it's okay?
I haven't talked to my exes like in so
Yeah, but
long.
suppose somebody came up to you and says, "I'm gonna date your ex."
Depends
Enjoy.
on me.
Enjoy getting cheated
Oh,
on.
so you wouldn't? Oh.
But do you want to like stop them before like?
No, enjoy.
Yeah.
No. sit for
Depends
yourself.
how recent.
But would you stay friends?
Yeah, I guess.
Would-
It depends.
Silent you, would you do it?
Would I? Like I wouldn't date someone my friends have dated. 'Cause
Sure.
there's probably a reason.
I
they
wouldn't date
broke
some of
up.
your friends either, but I'm just saying, would you tell somebody that you're gonna date somebody that's an ex?
If it really got to the point, I would tell them first and like say it. But like,
But would you do it? Or not do
well,
it?
they probably broke up for a reason.
yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean you guys would break up for the same reason. It depends what
That's
the
true.
reason
Yeah,
is.
it's different.
If the reason's like cheating, then that's a good reason to
Yeah.
not pursue that person. But if the reason's like, we just, like, it didn't work out, then like,
Like I guess after a certain amount of
You know.
time, like it'd be fine.
work out with
Everything's
someone
about
else.
time. Nathan, what about you? Would you do it?
Date your ex?
Huh?
Would you do that?
Do what?
Would I?
Date
Like,
an ex?
Like-
date a friend's ex.
like it depends how. Like I guess I would.
It depends. Depends.
But then I wouldn't want to hear about it. That's the thing. And like girls talk.
Then you get married and you have to
So
invite
you'd
them to
always
the
bother
wedding.
me.
Yeah, but then it's like, if you're getting married, like, how serious it could have been. Like, I mean, that's the difference. It's like, if it was your ex of like 5 years, then like, okay.
Yeah.
Then like, I will tiptoe very carefully and probably not do anything. But then it's like, if you guys, like, especially when you're leaving high school, like, everybody's together for like 2 months, like, that's so stupid. Like, I'm not gonna not date somebody because you went out with them for 2 months, bro. It's not a real relationship, like, you know what I mean? If it was serious, it's different.
Wait till the college life gets a little bit more interesting with you.
I'm almost done with college, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that's when the game starts, is when you're out of college. Would you do it? Would you date an ex friends of yours, boyfriend?
Like everybody said, I wouldn't like do it behind their back. Like
You would tell them.
I would tell them, but then I wouldn't like be after them. You know, I wouldn't really like.
Well, you're not a
wouldn't
chaser
want to.
anyway. You want to be chased. What if he's chasing you? What if the guy's coming on hot and heavy and says, "I'm going to dump her because I want you"?
No.
You wouldn't do that?
No.
There's so many other people out there, too.
That's a good look at things. That's like her look at things. She says there's a lot of people out there. Yes? Hmm?
No.
Give me her name.
No.
No.
No, but like I think it depends. Like, am I really friends with this like person?
Well, yes, that's the whole question.
First of
The
all,
question is, you're friends with them.
no, like are we like close
Who you
friends?
dating or the
Yes.
friend?
The friend. Do I care about this friend like that
Well,
much?
if you call
Yes.
somebody a friend, isn't
What
that?
kind of question
no,
is that?
because some friends
Would
are
you
just
date
like,
a friend's ex? Well, is this friend a friend?
I guess like if it's your
Like-
best
Do
friend,
I
yeah.
care
like,
about them?
like if it's like a real friend, like someone I actually care about, then okay, like I would
Wow.
ask permission.
There is
Wait. So
categories.
if it was just
no,
like,
okay, listen. Okay, I understand what everyone's saying. When you're friends with someone, like there's people who you tell your private stuff to, and then there's people who.
But
you
don't
just
call everybody. But don't
And
call
then
everybody a friend.
And then there's people you occasionally see out.
Exactly.
and,
Time
like,
out. How many friends do you have, and can you put them on one hand?
Literally, yes.
Okay, so your definition of friend, you can't use that. It's somebody you may know, an acquaintance.
Literally, that's how I
Okay,
feel.
so it's
That's
like
how
your
I
inner
feel.
circle.
All right,
Okay.
now it makes more sense that
Yeah.
way. Because it's called a friend, and to stick Buddhists in the back like that is not too cool.
I don't know. Like if it's one of my close friends and she's like, no, you can't, then I'll be like, okay, like I'm backing off, like I'm not doing anything.
How many close friends do you have, if you think about it? How many people can you tell what you've done, good, bad, or indifferent, and consider that person a friend? How many do you got?
3.
3. How many you got?
2.
like tell them anything and like
Close friend.
expect them to still be there.
Close
tomorrow?
friend, whatever your definition is, but not an add-on, somebody personally close to you.
Probably like 10,
That's a lot.
12 maybe.
4.
And
I use the term best friend really loosely, and that's like one of my problems, I think.
I
My friends
have
at
people
school
I
always
tell
say
all
that,
my
like always
problems
like my
to,
best
well-
friend from home. My friends are like, who are you talking about now? Like,
What
Yeah, I'd say
about
like
you?
12.
12?
It's kind of
It's like
fine.
all
you
my
have, like,
friends,
friends
from,
from home, friends from school?
college, neighborhood, like
No,
high
best
school.
friend is somebody like if
I've
you
moved
robbed
so
a
many
bank,
times to
you
have
would
that
tell them.
many close relationships with people.
Yeah, like
You would tell 12 people? You're going to
Like,
jail, honey. Don't
like,
ever
when
break
it
the
have
law.
the, like-
Don't ever break the law.
Did you live in the same place like forever?
8.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
Eight
I moved so
Nathan,
many
how
times.
many you got?
I moved so many times. I've never
how
had
many
time to
close
make friends.
How many
you
real
can
friends?
Tell anything to.
Real friends.
None.
That's probably an honest answer. Honest answer.
Like if like realistically, like
You're saying mine?
like 3, like that I really tell like everything to, but like maybe 4 or 5, but
3 is the number. 3 is the magic number.
well, when
that-
you put like school into it, like I have like my best
Yeah,
friends
it's
at
hard
school,
when you,
like
like, live in
school.
two
I'm talking about,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about personal, something you did or some kind of feeling you have or having that you shouldn't talk about this type of deal. How many people can you actually
Well, I
approach
like
somebody on
consider
Like
best
5.
friends different things depending on the person. Like some of my best friends, I consider my best friend because like they've made sure like our like I have a friend who's a year older and like we've basically like never done the same things. Like it's so easy to lose touch and like he has made sure that we've been in contact
Yeah.
throughout our entire lives. And like when I come home, he's always like I consider that a best friend, even though he's not the first person I text when I have a problem. Still a best friend because known him so long and he's like held on to our relationship. Same with me. But then there's other best friends where it's like, yeah, I'll tell you absolutely anything about my life.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, probably like 6, maybe 5. But like in the sense of like best friend, like I expect you to be at my wedding, definitely more than 5.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Those are
That's
friends.
different, yeah.
Those are just friends.
Yeah.
No, but like
Like,
my
you're
wedding's a
not
long way
right.
away. Like I'm expecting to be friends with you for the next 12, 15 years. Like
You just jinxed yourself.
no,
You
of
watch.
course not.
Next year, Freddie, you're not gonna believe this. I'm getting married. Wish I had a
Honestly,
nickel.
I actually am not opposed to like getting married young.
Yeah.
As long as it's like it's like like right, because like divorce.
When you meet her, you'll know it's
Dad
right.
Don't wanna
has
deal
a
with that.
groomsman that he has no idea what happened to.
Your
He
dad
said he
what?
was- My dad, we were watching my dad's wedding, like my parents' wedding, and like he was just naming all of his groomsmen. And he was just like, I know. Oh, I was like, oh, I know him, my Uncle Jody. And then he was like, oh, this one guy. He was in prison, but we don't know what happened to him now. So it's just like
It's probably
you
still
never
in
know.
prison.
That's crazy.
Like you never know what.
Are you gonna get married young?
I'd like to get married young, but
It's
like
in the
I will
future
not
now.
rush into marriage with like for the sake of it whatsoever.
So
I
you
don't-
believe in the institution of marriage?
Like not really, but
Mhm.
not really, but like I'm not naive enough to think the girl I'm with doesn't want to get married.
If
like,
you do, I
every girl wants to
think
get
if you
married,
get
like, for the
divorced
most
one
part.
time, that's it.
Say that
I
again.
think if you get divorced one time, that should be it.
You're gonna get divorced one time and
No,
that
I think if I
Like,
got
that
divorced
happens
once,
to
I'd
me-
never get married again.
Yeah, that.
You can't say
I'm
I got
meeting
married
so
young,
many
got divorced,
people
got
who's
married
been
again.
divorced these days, and they're just telling me they're never getting married again. I'm like,
Yeah, but how old are they?
They're like 37.
Oh, that's pretty young.
That's the other one.
But like it was all his fault, he tells me, but like he still doesn't want to get married because he has 4 kids, so he
See, that's what I
Yeah.
think. I think if you're gonna have a kid with somebody, whether you're married
It's
or not,
always
it's gonna
terrible
get
for
hairy.
the
It doesn't
guy.
matter, right? Like, if you have a kid with somebody and you guys aren't married, even though like I think marriage makes things more difficult because like
Yeah, that's
you're in
why
each other's
you have to
finances.
be-
Like if you want to break up, it's a legal process. Like it's a whole thing. But if you have a kid with somebody and you're not married, it doesn't matter either way, right? Because you're gonna have serious problems when you guys split up, depending on the kid. Anyway.
True that.
So like,
Marriage in itself is such a difficult task. Forget about the finances and kids and all the other complications. But people change. You know, whether it's yourself or somebody else that you're with, the parents change. Everybody, every day is a different person. And you have
Maybe
to
you
be
could
able to
grow
make
together.
adjustments. Well, you can.
that's the hope.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you don't. Sometimes you
That's true.
discover that you can sing. And they, wait a minute, you didn't sing when I met you. And you're going to go out with J-Lo where? You know, it's just, but this stuff happens. So you got to be ready for changes and everything else that happens. See, J-Lo's in the lobby. All right, we're going to end this
You know how to wrap
situation. I don't. She usually
Yeah, I
does.
didn't think
Do
you
you
did.
know how?
up.
Yeah.
Follow us on socials: Facebook, Instagram, and other socials.
And it was-
tune in for the new tune in for the new
Tune
show.
in
Yeah,
For
tune in
the
for the midday
midday.
at 12 o'clock.
Oh, you
today.
know what we have going
And
on?
join us tomorrow at Monday Drive.
You know what we have going on midday? The Lionsgate. 8 Lionsgate is going to be here, and I'm going to have a few co-hosts helping me with this deal. It's a big deal. We just got put on as a sponsor for this event. I think it's on Thursday. And they're all over South Florida, if you look them up, Lionsgate. And they are all about the spiritual world. So it's a big deal. All right, so
Have a
join
great
us.
Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow.
There you go. I was waiting for quietness to say something. All right, we'll talk to you later. Don't be late.